dear student. My name is Dr. Atul Trivedi. I am taking your paper PH 3501. From this paper, I will take one unit number 3, transistors amplifier circuit. Transistors amplifiers. Actually, I will take basic circuit of the transistors. For common emitter characteristics, I will take common base characteristics. I will discuss the operating region. I will discuss about leakage current. Then basic transistor amplifier circuit. I will discuss about basic transistor amplifier circuit. Then finally, most important is efficiency of the amplifier. And we will derive the equation of the efficiency of resistive coupled amplifier. Resistive direct coupled amplifier is 25%. So these are the topics I want to cover in your unit 3 of a PH 3501. I am starting your topic from the basic of transistor, then we proceed toward the characteristics of a common emitter amplifier or common emitter configuration circuit. Now you know about the semiconductors and N-type semiconductor, P-type semiconductor material. There are two types of the transistors. First is NPN transistors and second is PNP transistor. In NPN transistor circuit, P-type semiconductor material is sandwiched between two N-type semiconductor material. The middle portion is known as a base. One side of the base is known as a emitter. Another side is known as a collector. Base is very thin. This base is very thin. This base portion is very thin. The impurity concentration in base is very less. So, electrical resistance of this base region is always more than the emitter and collector. In a emitter, impurity concentration is very large in emitter. Impurity concentration is very large, so electrical resistance is always very low compared to base and collector. The volume of the collector is always large. The impurity concentration is collector is more than the base but less than the emitter. So electrical relation between these two, or between this electrical relation of this collector region is in between base and emitter. The symbolic representation of this transistor is for NPN transistor is shown in figure. This is your transistor symbol. Middle one is base. One side of the base is known as a emitter. Another side is known as a collector. You can see the arrow is shown only on emitter. The arrow shown on emitters, this arrow, the arrow shows on emitter, shows the direction of conventional current when base emitter junction is in forward bias, most important. Arrow shows direction of current, conventional current, when base emitter is in forward bias. Remember. Now, what is forward bias? Let us revise that. When N-type material is connected to negative terminal of the battery and P-type material is connected to the positive end of the battery, then this is called forward bias. Base and emitter. Base and emitter. You can see. Base and emitter is connected in a forward bias because N-type material is connected to negative end of the battery, P-type is connected to the positive end of the battery. This is called forward bias. Arrow showed outward side, so the direction of current here is in this direction. Direction of current is in this direction. So this is your emitter current. I am showing you IE. Okay. Now let us talk about your PNP transistor. See if you want to say about symbolic, so this is your N, this is P, this is your N. I told you base emitter junction in forward bias. So this is called forward bias. N-type material is connected to the negative end of the battery. P-type material is connected to the positive end of the battery. This is called forward bias. This shows the direction of current. That is your emitter current. Let us talk about PNP transistor. So when N-type material is sandwiched between two P-type material, then PNP transistor is formed. Middle wing is known as a base. One side of the base is known as a emitter. Another side is known as a collector. The symbol for this, for PNP transistor, is shown in figure. This is base, this is your emitter, this is your collector, and arrow you have to show only on emitter link. For PNP transistors, arrow is inside. Arrow shows, this arrow shows direction of current. This arrow shows the direction of current. Current is going like this. When base emitter junction is in forward bias. When base and emitter junction is in forward bias, then this arrow shows direction of conventional current. For PNP transistors, you can see here, P-type material is connected to the positive end of the battery. N-type material is connected to the negative end of the battery. This is called forward bias. And arrow shows, this is arrow in this direction. This is your arrow. This is the show the direction of current. Remember, all the students, when the arrow is in for NPN transistor outside, the two current, collector current and base current is always inside. Remember this. Here, this is I am talking for when base emitter junction in forward bias and collector base junction in a reverse bias. This is what arrow I am showing you. When arrow is outside for NPN, these arrows are the remaining two arrows for the current, collector current and base current is always due to show inside. This is possible when base emitter junction, this is possible when base emitter junction is in forward bias and collector junction in a reverse bias. So reverse bias means like this. This N-type material, it is to be connected positive end of the battery, and this negative end of the battery is connected to what? Base, which is a P-type material. So this is called reverse bias. This is your reverse bias. Okay. This is your forward bias. In this condition, I have shown the direction of current. So from this you can easily remember your emitter current is nothing but the sum of the base current plus collector current. Similar way for PNP transistors, okay, base emitter junction in forward bias. So base emitter junction in forward bias. So I am connecting this P-type material to positive end of the battery, and negative end of the battery I am connecting to the base. That is your N-type material. That is your N-type material. You can see this is your N-type material. Now collector is kept in a reverse bias. Collector is, you can see here, this is a P-type material. Collector is what? P-type material. So I am connecting this P-type material in a reverse bias with negative end of the battery. So here emitter current I have shown in inside. This is your emitter current. When emitter current is inside, the remaining two current should you show outside. This is you can show when base emitter junction is in forward bias and collector junction is kept in a reverse bias. So in this condition, we can write your emitter current is nothing but the base current plus collector current. Sometime in some book they have written this is your bias voltage which is required for the flow of the current. Okay. So please remember emitter current is equal to base current plus collector current. Either it is for NPN transistor or PNP transistor or transistor amplifier circuit. Now we will discuss about the configuration of the transistor. For any circuit, there is a 4 terminals required, 2 for input and 2 for output. For transistors, I am showing you 3 configuration of transistor. The transistor has a 3 lead. Transistor is a 3 lead. That is your emitter, base and collector. So you require 4 connections. So one terminal should be common between input and output. So if I take emitter is common between input and output, this section I am writing your input, this section I am writing output, then you will get common emitter connection. This emitter is common between input and output. So it is called common emitter configuration. Or sometimes we use grounded emitter. Again, 4 terminal is required for any circuit. 2 for the input, 2 for the input, 2 for the input and 2 for the output. Transistor is a 3 terminal, base, emitter and collector. So one has to keep any one of the terminal common. Any one of this terminal you have to keep it common. Here I am keeping emitter common with respect to input and output. With respect to this emitter is common with respect to input and output. Therefore it is called common emitter. Okay. If you keep base is common, base terminal is common. If I am keeping the base terminal common, base I am keeping common. This is your emitter, this is your collector, this is your base. If you keep the base is common, then this is called common base configuration. You can see here, the base terminal is common between input and output. Here you are giving input with respect to this terminal, you are taking the output with respect to this terminal. So this is called common base configuration. This is your common base configuration. Third, common collector configuration. In common collector configuration, you will keep collector is common between input and output. This is your collector, this is your input, this is your output. So this collector is kept common between input terminal and between your output terminal. So it is called common collector. This common collector. Look here, collector terminal is common between input and output terminal. Therefore, it is called common collector. At this point, you are giving signal. From this, you are taking your signal. Now, you may have questions. So, all these three different configurations are important. Yes, all is its own characteristics. According to your application, you can use this. In a common emitter circuit, please remember, already I told you, this current is showing outside. So I have to show this current is inside. This current is also inside. This is your input current. The current flowing at the input section, I use this one. Current flowing at the input section is called input current. Current flowing in output section is called output current. Not current should flow in outward direction. What I use what? Current flowing in output section is called output current. Current flowing at the input section is input current. This is your output current. This is your input current for common emitter. So what is the gain? Gain is nothing but for a common emitter, gain is represented by symbol beta. So beta is output current upon input current. Already you have studied. The base current is of the order of microampere. Collector current is of the order of milliampere. So you can say that beta is too much large. This is your microampere current. This is your milliampere current. This is a microampere. This is a 10 raised to minus 3 order, 10 raised to minus 6 order, 10 raised to minus 3 upon 10 raised to minus 6. Here you will get 1000. So that's why I am writing current gain for common emitter is too much large. Voltage gain. What the voltage gain? Output voltage. Voltage gain is nothing but the voltage between these 2 points. Output voltage. Voltage between these 2 points is called input voltage. So voltage gain is output voltage upon input voltage. This is also large. This is also large. So power gain is also large. Power gain is nothing but the voltage gain into current gain. That already you know this. So power gain is very large. So common emitter configuration, you are getting a three very good property. Current gain is large, voltage gain is large, power gain is large. So common emitter configuration is widely used for this purpose. But it has a limitation. It cannot amplify this cannot amplify the large frequency. If you want to amplify the large frequency about 60, 70 kilohertz, you will use common base configuration. So, but this is widely used due to these reasons. Beta is large, voltage gain is large, power gain is large. Now, what is the property of common base that I am discussing? In common base, this is your collector current, because this is showing outside, this is your base current, and this is your emitter current. Okay. Now, input current is called emitter current. You can see here, the current flowing at the input section is IE, so it is called input current. Current flowing in output section is IC, so it is called output current. Already you know that emitter current is base current plus collector current. Emitter current is nothing but the IB plus IC. So IC is always less than IE. So current gain for common base is output current upon input current. IC is more than is less than the So IC upon IE, IC is always less than IE. So we can write alpha is less than 1, that is called current gain is less than 1. Voltage gain for common base is greater than 1, is power gain is greater than 1. This configuration amplify these configurations. This configuration amplify higher frequency compared to the common emitter configuration circuit. So common base circuit is used to amplify the high frequency signal. Now let us talk about common collector. Common collector. In common collectors, this is your output current. This is your input current. So in common collector, current gain is given by output upon input. We know that emitter current is of the order of milliampere, base current is of the order of microampere. So gamma means current gain for the common emitter is too much large. This has the highest common collector has the highest current gain compared to both the circuit. You can also write in this way. So gamma is written as a 1 plus IC by IB. So gamma is 1 plus beta. Okay. This voltage gain is always less than 1. Near to 1 you can say 0.9 or so. If input impedance is very large and output impedance is very low. So it can be used as a impedance matching device. What is impedance matching device? That we'll see in the next lecture. We'll revise some of the topic, then we'll see in the next lecture what the impedance matching device.